They're trying to tell us something. They have figured out the formula for chaos.
When the clock strikes 8:30, babe, time to head for Chris's house.
Hey.
Will the song make it to the next round? Pot of Thunder. Let's pot tonight. Come on, baby, let's pot tonight.
Woo! Yeah. Yes, Doc Gibbs and the Emerald Lab Band bringing us in each and every week here on Pot of Thunder, the recognized symbol of excellence in rock and roll podcasting, brought to you by patreon.com/Pot of Thunder. There's something for everybody. Oh, Nick's going to do some weird stuff on there this week. 4th of July, he's got some special things lined up involving...
I've seen videos I've been studying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With sparkler videos.
Yeah, back it up, Terry. Nick's got plans. So check it out, patreon.com/Pot of Thunder. And do you know who I am? Let's find out together.
One plan, one goal. Just one producer, one Chris, one Nick. Verbal collisions. What stays, what goes, and these decisions. Whoa, 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 yeah, whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah.
Oh, man, Nick is cooking this week. Nick, excellent vocal. That's right, it's your buddy Andy, America's Little Brother, with another original introduction song.
61.
That's the 61st, huh?
We're
61.
rapidly approaching the bracket.
Is it happening?
Oh, it's happening. It'll happen.
It's happening.
We were locked in, just like we're locked into the Any Given Sunday watch along in December.
Yes, we are.
But the bracket will happen before then, so I got to put that together, although I had to do some work putting something else together. We'll talk about that later this week, but there's only so much I can do in 1 week.
Yeah. Got shit going on. Well, someone else was putting something together. Requests coming in from listeners. He's going to show it to you now, ladies and gentlemen. Feast your eyes.
Dancing his way across the podcast studio.
Oh, Nick Polak entered the program.
Throwing things around.
I heard his walking stick hit the ground.
You knew it wasn't going to be. That the idea for that brought to you by Taco Liberty, Colin Liberty Bell.
Oh, that was his idea. What was that from? It was a familiar dance.
It was like some kind of perverted monkey dance that Mike Love did on Ed Sullivan. And when I went crouched down to do it, I couldn't remember what I was supposed to do.
Did you do it right?
I guess we'll find out.
Okay.
Mike Love of the Beach Boys.
Yes, he breaks into this really bizarre looking version of the monkey.
Interesting.
On Ed Sullivan. And I was like, all right, I'll try.
Mike Love, huh? All right.
What could be more American on this week than a Beach Boys reference?
Yeah. He's kind of a cranky guy, isn't he? Mike Love's got a reputation.
Is he 1,000 years old at this point?
He's still at it.
Yeah.
Still out there.
Him and John Stamos.
Yeah, I think he's one of those guys who has a bit of a difficult reputation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That type of
diva. When he brought zero talent to the band.
I mean, he was essentially the front man, though, right?
He was, but he was not responsible for the songwriting, the producing, or the quality harmonies. He would, he could croak out a passable lead vocal, but that's about it. But he fucking thought he was the second coming of Jagger, basically. Conducted himself accordingly.
Well, I'm gonna have to review this monkey dance.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I need to see that too.
I'll send it to you guys.
All right. Well, immediately to Nick's left, you own him. We got him.
I can have it every day. Yeah, yeah. I can have it
Get out of my way. Yeah, fuck you.
Put your hands together for the breakout star of the podcast medium. That is Chris L. He's in the house.
Uh-huh.
Look at this. I don't know if you can see this on the stream here.
Chris, I've got it here for you.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great dance.
It's unbelievable.
It's kind of something I feel like Austin Powers did, or one of those
Maybe.
like interstitial scenes where it cuts to the 60s people on the soundstage dancing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The women in the cages in
Yeah.
the background.
Yeah.
Maybe not in cages in the 60s. Were they
Whatever.
in cages in the 60s?
I don't know.
Or was that 80s hair metal where they started putting women in
I think
there?
that's when they got in the cages.
Okay.
Yeah, jungle maleness of 80s hair metal brought women to cages for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what's going
Now
on.
that I'm watching it, I'm sure I didn't do it right.
I think you might have done it better, or at least
All right,
more
well.
strange.
Well, I've got a 2-week strange, possibly harmful to my physiology.
Who's got a bell going off over there? Is that Chris's bell?
It's
Oh,
interference.
sorry. Yeah,
Chris
we're
had
getting
some
some interference. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah. So this week, oh man,
Are you guys hungry?
I mean, I could always eat. What's
Can you
going on?
eat?
I could always eat.
I brought something.
You got something going on over there?
Yeah.
What is it?
You want to find out?
Yeah, I do.
I see. Oh gosh, I see what Andy's got going there. Oh no! Everybody, turn it off now.
Quiet. Is it baked, Nick?
Let me think. Yes,
Yes.
part of it was.
Part of it.
Part of it.
Who wants to eat baked treats with me?
That's my favorite vocal. Oh, Nick's gonna throw one.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. These are size of it is small, but that doesn't necessarily equate to the quality of it. So
I'm disappointed right off the bat with the size of this thing.
You don't.
it's not the
eat- you
first
don't-
time Andy's heard that. Usually when his pants are stripped off by a
when my
sex part.
by his doctor.
when my doctor
Yeah.
my doctor looked at my butthole.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Really
What
disappointed.
do we
I'm
got
surprised
here?
at how small this is.
You got a little brownie-esque thing.
So this is Cracker Jack fudge.
I think I just ate some foil.
Fudge, yeah.
all homemade. I have a Band-Aid on my middle finger
Because
from the hot caramel burning a hole into it.
Jesus.
not good.
But it's all homemade. I didn't go buy Cracker Jacks and put it on there.
None of that. Huh?
Homemade Cracker Jack fudge.
You did it all yourself.
What's more American than the Beach Boys and Cracker Jack fudge?
And burning yourself.
And yeah,
Sorry to hear that, Nick. The
that's all right.
sacrifices
It's-
you go through.
It's pretty nasty.
Is it bad?
Yeah.
Well, I say.
Not bad, Nick.
No, it is bad.
Not bad, Nick.
No, you're wrong. It is.
Okay. Well,
No, didn't warrant another trip to urgent care.
No, it probably could have. But
that bad?
no, I don't know. It's
How'd you get the hot caramel on your finger?
He was doing that monkey dance.
in the kitchen. Hit
Making
the
the
lid
fudge.
of the pot, and it just.
Whoops. Splat.
Actually, you did that dance after the burning to that's how you reacted.
Yeah,
to
that's
it.
about right.
Wave your hand around to cool it off.
I hurried up and ate the caramel off. Probably ate part of my finger.
The caramel said.
You, Nick.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, it sure did. Attacked you. You poor guy.
Let everybody out there be careful with that hot caramel off the stove.
You guys ever burn yourselves on the 4th of July?
Have not, no.
Never ever.
In a minor way, I did one time. Yeah,
What'd you do?
it was I had a punk in my mouth.
Yeah.
kinda
What?
Just holding on to it,
What do you mean a punk?
like the stick, that you keep.
Is that
lit.
not a term that you've used in your life?
I've never
Punk?
heard.
like
of
they
it.
look like the little cattails,
Never heard of
No? Okay, well,
It's like a slow burning thing
Yeah.
that you use to light fireworks.
it. Never heard of that.
well,
So you light it,
I was doing something,
and then it
or-
takes like 10 minutes to burn out.
Yeah.
And you can use it to keep lighting multiple
It
fireworks.
was like a little cattail,
and it's called a punk.
and I had it in my mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's sticking out,
Yep.
and I was doing something like opening up a firework or something like that, and just it happened to go right toward my forearm with the punk, and didn't realize that I was very close, and just kind of
Did the tip of it fall off, or just
I accidentally made contact with the lit part on my forearm.
Yikes!
Could have been worse.
How old were you?
I don't know, probably a younger teenager.
Okay, I hear you. The only thing I remember ever was this stupid mistake that a lot of people have probably made over the years, where I was very young, like single digit, I don't know, 8, 9, something like that, and I picked up some sparklers that were burnt out, but I picked them up on the wrong end, so I had like 3 or 4 lines of blisters across my fingers that like looked like a guitar string burnt me. You know what I mean?
Those things take a while to cool down sometimes.
Yeah, I foolishly grabbed the wrong end of several that were on the ground.
I used to work at a supermarket, and there was this older guy who used to come in, a hilarious guy, but his fingers were a little bit mangled. He said when he was a kid, he was sitting in a wagon, like a red wagon, whatever, getting pulled. Somebody lit something and threw it at him, and he caught it.
The fuck's wrong with people?
I don't know.
Yeah. And blew up his hand.
Blew up, like, I mean, he was more or less okay, but you could kind of tell there was a little deformity there.
Jesus.
Yeah.
More or less okay, but still, you don't want a deformed hand.
No, and he happened to catch it, unluckily.
Yeah, instead of just probably letting it bounce off of him or something.
Yeah, hitting off and going off somewhere else. Yeah. So be careful, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Be careful this week. Don't be a dumb, stupid ass with your fireworks.
Yeah.
Try not to.
Let the professionals do it.
The hot caramel thing, let that be a cautionary tale over to the fireworks activity or anything else you got going on for the 4th of July if you're in America celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right.
You know what I always thought would be cool? Flying over, like doing a across several states flight. Yeah, on the 4th, and
in the evening,
hopefully it's clear. You can look down and see stuff going off. I don't know if it would be cool.
You ever see any of those videos? I
always thought it would be
like drone footage through fireworks. It's pretty cool. If you ever see that,
yeah, I don't think so. Well, they
YouTube it.
They get up super high and kind of
not even like through it. Like,
what do you mean?
Like at the height of the fireworks, or even a little lower? Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I know they do drone shows.
That's a weird thing. I can't even wrap my mind around those.
Seems complicated.
The synchronized drone, like in the shape of a dragon or whatever.
Yeah,
it's weird. I don't. It's cool. I just
you're a little weirded out by it. Like you don't trust it, or what?
No, it's
what's
cool.
going on here?
It's just I don't know. It's a bit much for human beings to take in.
It's like to compute.
Yeah.
Well, and imagine programming that kind of thing.
Yeah, and the fact that like wind doesn't, because I've seen them. They look perfect. The wind doesn't like blow, you know what I mean? Like it's not sort of goofy. It's like exactly perfect. It's amazing. I don't know how it works.
Oh, well.
I don't need to know.
Andy's not coming. Any listeners inviting Andy to their
if you have a drone show?
Mm-mm. Andy's not coming, sorry.
Nope, not showing up for that. So my question is, this week, are we doing the fireworks kit?
Of course
we're doing it. Good news, we're doing it, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening this week.
Why would you even ask?
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes,
No.
If it was left up to me, it wouldn't happen.
Well, but that's why we don't leave these things up to you.
Well, you're the current reigning champion,
right?
You don't have to lift a finger.
Exactly. Yeah. That's one of the spoils of being the champion is you don't have to do shit. Yeah. But it's happening. The onus is on me, and I feel good about it. I've put together a good game, and I've sweetened the pot with an additional prize for the winner. So
for the first time ever, more than bragging rights, there's a prize.
Exactly.
I love it.
Wow. Okay.
So we'll trot that out later, but first we've got the song pick. Are you?
Do you want to?
That?
I didn't know if you wanted to do the game first or the song first.
No, we would do the game second.
Okay.
Nobody will listen after that.
Okay. I feel like we've done both ways, right? Didn't we do the Jericho Yngwie one first? And that kind of sidetracked us. I thought we did one.
I always recall it being replaces all the other segments toward the end of the show.
I could very well be wrong, but for some reason I had a memory of it souring a whole episode.
Maybe just retroactively.
Yeah, that might have been what it was, but like not even seriously.
Well,
but
that's
just-
the one time when I flat out trounced him in the Yngwie song or Fireworks Kit. One of the greatest moments of my life.
was that the Queen episode?
It's possible.
The live Queen episode,
which he deserved it after shooting down.
See, I'm probably wrong again, but in my mind it went the other way. He was mad that he lost the game and then shot down
that
your
could
song.
be that he's capable of that kind of passive
It's
aggression.
possible. I'm just not sure why we would do it that way. But who knows?
Well, I think we thought, again, and I have no idea, like it was a headlining bit, like let's get it out here and wow everyone with this.
Well, the headliner typically comes out.
That's
last,
true. That's
so-
true. But
and
also-
that's how it'll work this year.
So it'll work that way this year,
Yes,
huh?
it will.
Okay, I'm all right with that. So,
Now, do you have something in mind here? Are you going to go off the list, or are you going to try and stick to some? We kind of had a theme going over the past.
no, we have for what, like 3 or 4 years, we've had a theme.
We had Proud to Be an American or whatever the fuck the actual
God
title
Bless the
is,
USA.
A couple years ago. Last year we had Ron Keel.
Yep.
What about the year before? Was that?
So I don't know.
We had Mellencamp last year, right?
No, last
we had
year was Ron
Ron
Keel.
Keel's 4th of July. We're talking about the actual song, not the game.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
This song
I was thinking of-
analyzed.
okay.
Episode.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've done
Let me
themed
take a
stuff
quick
before
look.
that, but
Well, I know Andy's picked the most American collaboration that I can think of right now. It's the upcoming. Oh no, not that.
I thought this is what you were talking about. Don't look at my screen.
You
That's
might
none of
as
your
well
business.
just play that. I was gonna just make a joke, but I don't think I want to try to take any thunder away from what you've got queued up there.
Well, this is
That's it. I hadn't even looked over there, but
not it. This is just this is the short version of something.
I was gonna say Jelly Roll featuring Party Bus has a new single out.
Is
but-
Party Bus something?
No, that's
Or
that.
that's
that rodeo.
Oh,
that
that's
went
that
crazy.
bull.
I'm trying to think of.
I
how-
forgot that was the name.
Since that's how things go now.
Yeah.
You go viral, then all of a sudden you're a millionaire. You can latch onto it and keep it rolling.
Get Party Bus and the Hawk Tua girl that everybody's
that's
can't get
everywhere.
enough of.
Jesus.
Yeah, get those two together. All right, quickly. This is just something this is many years old, but something I came across.
Andy's new favorite thing ever.
The audacity of this. R. Kelly live in Ethiopia, New
gosh.
Year's Eve.
Oh,
Here you go. This is the short version. There's a longer version that's also
let me
funny.
cover up Abraham Lincoln's ears
Yeah, he
on my
doesn't-
shirt here.
He
is
doesn't
it
need
this
He
the
doesn't want-
longer version of the same bit?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a longer
I
version.
don't want
but
history repeating itself.
that's like
here.
a full length 3. That would have to be a whole episode. We're just gonna roll
I
this.
wouldn't be opposed to that, but it's
Yeah.
up to you. It's
No,
your choice.
No, we're just gonna roll this out and enjoy ourselves.
Well, there's one line in here that's just absolutely brilliant. Probably more, but one stands out to me.
goodness.
I'll mention it at the end.
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America,
Oh my gosh.
America, beautiful. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Who wants to come back with us to America?
Unbelievable.
Drummer was losing his mind.
Oh,
during
yeah,
that,
he
too.
was into it.
Highlight of the show for him. Oh no.
All right,
So
what's
Chris, did he still not do it? Was he still railroaded after seeing this footage?
Yeah, he didn't.
Okay.
He's innocent.
Just want to make sure.
Anybody who can incorporate the line, "Did you get your shots?" into a romantic ballad about coming back with him to America. I mean,
Wow.
that might be the greatest lyric in music history. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots?
Then what do you say? Would you like to
Hilarious.
come back with Rob?
Yeah.
This is his first name.
Yep. Uh-huh.
It rhymed with
Unbelievable.
shots, sort of.
Close enough for jazz.
For Rob, yeah. The longer version was he kind of explains himself. He's like, I came over here and there's so much distance between us. I need to figure out how I could see you more often. It was something like that, like how we could see each other more often. And I came up with, did you get your passport?
Unbelievable.
For the people of Ethiopia, that's what they get.
When I thought that artist could not get any more audacious, you find out that yes, he did get more audacious.
Yeah,
I just didn't know about it.
Obviously not co-signing on his private life, but like the videos that I've watched of his live shows are amazing.
Oh, he's a genius.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind about it. As an artist,
Yeah.
yes. Well,
Well,
it's up to every individual whether they want to or find the ability to separate artist and person, convicted criminal in this case. Whatever. Put all that other stuff aside. From a musical and entertainment standpoint, the man was an absolute genius.
Yeah.
And nobody can convince me otherwise.
And like Nick said, more audacity than pretty much anybody who's known for audacity.
Maybe the least inhibited performer
Yeah.
that I can think of.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, and there have been some, there have been some really outgoing performers. I don't know that anybody tops this.
No, I don't either. He's the O.J. Simpson of music. Because you look at O.J., what he did on the football field cannot be disputed, minimized, any of that. There's no pulling him out of the Hall of Fame. There's no stripping his statistics from the history books. He did that. He was incredible at it. What happened off the field, you gotta, okay, you don't have to, but if you're able to and separate the two, there's no denying that the guy was a genius. OJ and R. Kelly.
So he's still in the Hall of Fame, Football Hall of Fame.
I believe so.
Okay,
He should be anyway.
He still has a Heisman Trophy.
I think so. Well, I think he auctioned it off to pay for his legal.
Did he go
bills
get
or
it?
whatever.
Is that one of the things he went to get back?
No, he went to get some other memorabilia and did so by waving a gun around and threatening someone's life.
That'll get
Yeah.
the memorabilia back.
Yeah, but when you cut two people's heads off and you get away with it, you tend to get a little bit of an ego, a little bit of a
Apparently.
feeling of indestructibility.
Yeah.
So
Reggie Bush, take his Heisman away. O.J. Simpson, hang on to it.
exactly. Right.
Because what did Reggie get? A little bit of money on the
He got
car?
it back though. They recently reinstated all of that.
Yeah.
Because those rules don't apply anymore.
Yeah,
in
he took
college
a little-
football, so.
little money on the side before that was allowed.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
He didn't kill anyone.
he did not.
No.
Well, OJ didn't kill anyone while he was playing, so there you go. But
True.
R.
At
Kelly,
least
on the
that
other
I'm aware
hand,
of.
may
Really?
have been urinating on people when he delivered the "Did you get your shots?" bit or whatever. But
Urinating on people.
I don't.
I don't know. He's live on stage. Is he urinating in the crowd?
Well,
Maybe.
backstage.
Okay. You mean that same time
Just
period.
conducting committing alleged criminal behavior
During the drum solo.
right.
Yeah, I could see that.
But I'll say again, nobody can convince me otherwise. At his peak, which is around the time, if not exactly the time that clip was recorded,
That moment.
absolute genius.
That
His
other
recorded work is unbelievable.
that other clip that I shared with you guys when he was saying, what did he say? Wipe my mouth or whatever. And then woman wipes his mouth with the tongue. And he says, keep wiping me. Keep wiping me.
It's
and then he said, touch my privates.
is that what he said?
Incredible, incredible improviser. All the greats are.
Touch my privates. And then he's making his privates available to be touched by many women in the front row.
And that's his improvisational skills on display. Incredible performer. But anyway,
Back
got
to
business
we
to
got
attend
business.
to.
Absolutely.
So that wasn't the song?
We can just wrap it up. I think we did enough today. That's all we needed.
I don't know. How do you feel about your song choice? You feeling good about it? You have one in mind?
Well, I feel good about it for myself. I don't really feel great about it for the listeners of Pot of Thunder. But,
I mean, it's your show.
Exactly.
They're going to get what they came for with the game, so
Yeah.
you can take some liberties.
Yeah.
I think. Is it on the list or just
I
wing
didn't
it?
even look. I'm sure it's not. I'd be shocked if it was. No one would put this on the list. But I'll look. I'll look quickly just
no
for the
one
hell
with
of it. But I'll say this as I look it up. By thinking, I thought of a couple different songs. And, the last couple years, I'm not knocking it and not saying we won't do it again. But the conversations that came from those songs were mostly negative.
Which songs again?
The last two, the God Bless the USA
yeah,
and the
yeah.
Keel. Like
Yes.
we were very critical of what was happening in the music, right? I think we all agree with
Just
that.
the pandering jingoism, just you can't rubber stamp that. At least I can't.
Yeah, so I thought about that, a couple of possibilities in that same vein, or maybe something that had like a U.S. theme, but maybe was critical. Like, oh, that's another interesting conversation.
All right.
But I think I landed musically. I don't know who's gonna like this. I do.
You like it,
Of
though.
course,
You
I love it.
genuinely
I love
like
it.
Okay.
I
You
love
it.
it. I
Okay.
love it.
I have a guess, but we'll see.
But I think
I have nothing.
I think the conversation will be interesting, especially
No, that's
on an
okay.
election year.
Yeah, that always helps.
There's a song that I've been thinking Andy will probably pick this.
Yeah.
Don't know though.
Well, all right. Let's.
I'm. It's still vague what you're giving us. So, which it should be. You shouldn't be giving it away yet, but.
Well, let's find out together, huh? I know, but let's all find out. So, without any further ado, let's turn the microphone over to Chris Jericho.
All right, Harold. This one's called
Banned in the USA.
Off of
Banned in the USA.
by the band.
The Two Live Crew.
I guessed it
That
absolutely
was your
correctly.
guess. Yeah, I
Nick-
should have
Nick knew
guessed it. It just I forgot
I had-
completely. Forgot about
Well,
it.
so Andy sent it to me. He sent a link, and I thought he wouldn't send me the song that he's picking, though.
Well,
But he did a couple days ago.
I sent a few kind of jokey, not jokey, but just some different ideas that I wasn't going to pick. And I was like, you know what? That thought that I explained before is what made me say, no, this is good, because I think this conversation will be, I don't want to say uplifting, but it'll be more interesting than the negativity that would come from others that I had
Yeah,
in
I'm
mind.
with you there.
So,
Yeah.
What year did this come out?
1990.
Okay.
Early in '90 or what?
I think it's
don't remember
July.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Now-
perfect.
So I was 10 years old. I remember the video being on MTV. I was a fan of this.
Hell yeah,
song.
you were.
I
Everybody was.
I remember liking it. I haven't heard it in forever. I'm much older now.
You haven't heard it in a long time.
Since I've actually listened to it, no.
Really? Oh, I listen to it all the time.
I'm sure. So this was the opening track on a 25-track album.
Oh yeah. Well, it's one of those albums that has a lot of those like a lot of hip hop albums have those like,
Right, like-
interludes
Like
that
the
are
body count.
yes,
album.
like 30-second interludes.
Smoked pork.
Yes, stuff like that.
Right.
Track number 5, I won't say what it is, but it made me laugh out loud when I saw it.
Let me pull it up.
It's the album is as nasty as they want to be.
No, this is Banned in the USA. This is the
okay.
next one.
The title
This is the
track.
next one.
This is the reaction to Nasty as They Want to Be.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically what happened was Nasty as They Want to Be got huge and became illegal for record store owners to sell for some reason in this county. I think it's Broward County. I'm trying
Yeah.
because he says it in the song. Broward County,
Sounds
Florida,
right.
which I believe that's probably where they were from or near.
Sounds right. Yeah, South Florida.
South Florida because they're Miami guys.
Mm-hmm.
So people, record store owners or employees were getting arrested for selling
Yeah,
that
that's
album.
right. That bullshit was going on. Can you believe it?
Yeah, so this is the the reaction that they were banned in the USA for well, they were banned in the county of Florida, but then also they were arrested in Los Angeles on stage for doing their songs.
That stuff was going on, so it's amazing to think about, you know.
Yep. It wasn't that long ago that was happening.
Yeah.
Nick said number 5.
Made me laugh out loud. But depending on what's service you're looking at, it might not be on there.
That's not. Oh, is it someone's name?
Yeah.
Is it Martinez?
Martinez.
Yeah, there's a song called "Fuck Martinez." It's not on Apple Music. It's not on Spotify either.
It says that it was not included in Spotify's stream of Banned in the USA.
Yeah, I don't know why they took it.
It is included on Uncle Luke's compilation "Booty Calls and Chants." and Chants.
That has to be great. Booty Calls and Chants.
Which is kind of like, you know, in American history here, we could talk about the Confederacy had their rebel yell when they would attack. Luke apparently has his booty calls and chants when he's when he's about to take battle. Yeah.
So I think was Martinez. If you have that in front of you, was he the governor or was he the judge or someone? He was sheriff. Someone. He was someone significant in the banning. Okay.
The governor at that point. Yeah.
So lashing out at him.
Yeah, that would constitute it.
Yeah. So anyway,
they didn't want to get sued.
Yeah, so they took it off. That's what they did.
I don't know. It's on Booty Calls and Chants,
and it was it was on the album. It's just not on the streaming. So
yeah, I don't know.
I think it's on. I think maybe even subsequent pressings might not have it. Like one of those like Cop Killer kind of thing,
or like Zans Can't Dance. From
that got pulled
from Center Field. That wasn't on all of them, right? Because that was about the his former manager, right? Or the guy who
from Fogerty.
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't realize that eventually got pulled.
I thought that there were versions of it that didn't have it. Yeah.
I don't know.
For fear of litigation.
Yeah. But some did get out. I remember hearing.
Well, it's on. I mean, I've got a later CD copy of it, and it's on there. So I don't know how that works.
Okay.
But you call out people by name.
Oh yeah,
it's risky business.
Name check
I guess
people. It's
Fuck Martinez. Title of a song.
It's a 3-minute song.
It's a full. That's a full song.
We should analyze that sometime.
Next week. We'll be right back. No. All right, so I say we get into it. I think there's a lot to talk about in this song, but that's the backstory, and then this is the single coming out of that. I
think "Fuck Martinez" is also a fireworks kit. I think I noticed that in my research for the game later.
It'd be good if you had a neighbor named Martinez who you didn't get along with.
All right.
It had like basically the album, the single cover of this where it says Luke with the circle and the line, but it said Martinez with the circle and the line through it on the fireworks kit.
Yeah.
That's something else that's strange about this. This album is Two Live Crew, Banned in the USA, but it's also the Luke solo album.
It says Luke featuring the Two Live Crew.
There's two different
single
covers, so I wonder why they did that. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but
yeah, that's just weird record company stuff.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so let's get into this. Like I said, a lot to talk about. We got the backstory. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with Banned in the USA.
Government of the people, for the people, by the people.
Sorry, I was just looking up stuff on Wikipedia. It said that they hired somebody to do an impression of Reagan. That's an impression of Reagan at the beginning.
I hope they didn't pay a lot for that.
I think I might have been able to do it better.
Right. Some guy off the street could do it better than that.
I'm looking it up to see if I can possibly find out the name of whoever the impressionist was.
Good luck with that.
Hired somebody.
Probably not Rich Little.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's the banning of free speech. The First Amendment protects material, presumptively.
We don't talk about harassing and sexually brutalizing women in my music, man. We don't do that in my music, man. I'm tired of you saying that.
some media clips.
Is that from like the Morton Downey show?
Something
or
like
whatever?
yeah.
You know what's amazing to me is that there are instances where original songwriters take issue and don't want people using their music, sampling it, whatever. Mm-hmm. But in this case, Springsteen allowed it.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
He was fine with it.
He was fine.
He gets it. He knew what was going on here.
It's kind of amazing to me though that
Someone probably explained it to him.
He had a problem with Reagan using "Born in the USA." He's fine with Two Live Crew doing "Born in the USA."
Makes sense.
I think that might have had something to do. One might have had something to do with the other, because he was like, "This is not a patriotic rah-rah song. This is an anti-America song, anti-war song, and these morons are using it to get people, riled up about the USA." Yeah. So I think in reaction to that, he's like, probably wanted, was fine.
He probably
with it.
Called Luke and said, "Hey, I got an idea."
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? This song's finally losing steam.
Now don't spread it around that this was my idea, but I want you to do this. But to further spoil the song for the idiots who latched onto it thinking it was like the next fucking national anthem.
But you know what though? Nobody listens to the verses.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what is said in the verses.
Well, it's like the modern day, on social media, people just read the headline. They don't go and click into the fucking article. And they just get riled up about it one way or the other. It's the same thing.
If you really want a subversive song, you put the subversion in the chorus.
Yeah.
Because no one's going to notice it if it's in the verse.
Springsteen, I've come around to him recently, not to the point where I listen to his music or buy his albums. Born in the USA, there's no changes in it. It's a terrible song from my perspective. I just would never listen to it in a million years.
Yeah.
But what you just said, you gotta respect Springsteen 1,000% for going about it that way.
Yeah. He probably called Luke and was like, "Look, I got an idea. I'm going to give you Born in the USA. And then also, I got this number I'm working on about Martinez." Just don't credit me on the liner notes.
You can have that one.
Yeah. Just keep this all on the down low.
Been trying to edit it down, but it's still 3 minutes.
Right. Exactly.
So much to say about Martinez.
Yeah. Martinez really got under my skin.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep going here. We're going to get into the verse. I don't know who this one is. I can't even remember. What is it? Brother Marquise and
I don't look at me. I have no idea.
Fresh Kid Ice, I think, are the names of the verse guys.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
you guys would know.
Yeah,
little American history on here. We got Amendment 1 of the Constitution on the other version of the single.
There you go. Oh, one more thing as we get into this. I believe this is correct, that this was the first album to feature the parental advisory sticker on it.
Really?
I think so.
So,
is that right?
That I don't know.
It seems, but I would think it would have happened a little earlier, but I don't know for sure. That's interesting.
I don't know, because
which of course guaranteed triple the sales,
right?
Which is another thing those idiots didn't take into account. You tell people they can't have something, they're going to go get it by any means necessary. So,
and that goes in all directions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Andy, what did Brian Johnson have to say about Tipper Gore?
I don't know.
Didn't you used to do an impression of him in the Behind the Music?
He said something about Tipper Gore?
Yeah. You don't remember?
I don't.
I think you used to say it, yeah.
Oh.
He said, I can't do the voice, but Tipper Gore really is a twit.
That was a great impression. It was perfect. I thought Brian Johnson was in the room with us.
Andy used to do that. I remember after watching it.
Yeah, I remember that now. And I also remember him talking about drinking whatever beer they gave him. And he's like, kill it. Yeah. All right. Let's keep going.
We've got white guys
$1 people trying to crap our style, saying we're too nasty and we're too live. Corrupted politicians playing games, bringing us down to boost their fame. They must be joking, thinking we were poor, but they're like flies moving the wall.
I have to say, I dug that low synth chord that just came in. Yeah. I did.
Well, you
there's the delivery. Luke's not a strong vocal.
What are you talking about?
Let's be honest here.
Well, this isn't Luke.
Who is this?
This is one of the other guys.
All right. Well, we'll
Luke
see.
is Luke is the chorus guy. Luke somehow created the greatest job in the world for himself, where he just walked around on stage, drinking, smoking, and then he would yell parts of the chorus and then just laugh the whole time.
If you're the boss.
If you're in charge, why not give yourself the best job?
He would watch the dancing women, drink something, smoke something, and laugh, and then yell something about someone being a hoochie mama.
The
best job ever.
The clearly disinterested dancing women. Andy sent me a clip.
I was watching
last
live
week, and these women, they might as well have had people throwing things and spitting at them with the way that their faces were looking, the expressions.
It's probably a long show.
I mean, their hips probably hurt.
That had to hurt. Yeah, they're just doing the same
lower
move.
back can't be good.
Yeah, live 2 Live Crew performance. Oh man, what I wouldn't give to go back. Get the time machine.
Where did they play around here? Do you remember?
I don't know.
I remember in the Detroit area they played on a club in the east side called Harpo's, where I saw a few rock shows.
Yeah.
And I want to say there was protests. The show might have even been shut down or whatever, but that's where they played, and it was like, that must have been a volatile atmosphere over there.
Exactly. It'd be great to see live.
Oh God.
Like in that time period.
Yeah.
Or just to go to one of those big Miami shows that they had back then.
Oh,
It'd be amazing.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy times, wild shit going on.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Well, I know what I'm getting Andy for Christmas.
When you find something.
Not telling him, but I just came upon something.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, I'm excited. All right.
We stand tall from beginning to end with help from fans and all our friends. Freedom of speech will never die for us to have.
I'm sorry, man. The Super Bowl Shuffle is performed better than this.
No, you're not wrong. I mean,
I think this is Fresh Kid Ice.
This is not Otis Wilson, that's for sure.
Otis Wilson was one of the good ones.
He was one of the better ones.
In the Super Bowl Shuffle.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's ironic or not. I've been trying to decide. This song contains no profanity, correct?
I don't think it does. No,
I don't believe it does.
I don't think so.
Not sure if that's ironic or not.
Well, that's also in its own way subversive.
Yeah. Well, they probably wanted it to be heard by the most.
Well, that's
people
what I mean.
As possible. Yeah.
They were, they went against the formula to, infiltrate the enemy, so to speak.
Yeah.
That's a legitimate tactic.
Yeah.
Confuse the enemy, infiltrate the enemy. Legitimate tactic when you're up against somebody in some sort of conflict.
Yeah.
Our ancestors died. Don't keep thinking that we will quit. We'll always stand and never sit. We're too live, too black, too strong. Doing the right thing and not the wrong. So listen up, y'all, to what we say. We won't be banned in the USA.
I love Luke's voice.
Is that Luke?
That's Luke.
Yeah, Luke's coming in on
because
that's
a good vocal delivery.
Luke is great, dude.
Right.
I didn't realize Luke delivered.
Luke is an American treasure.
But when you follow something that could have been bettered at any karaoke joint on the planet, you sound amazing in comparison. But
this was hot at the time.
Just strictly taken on his own, yes, he's certainly better than Fresh Kid Ice.
That's Fresh Kid Ice, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's any karaoke bar performer could outdo Fresh Kid Ice.
All right, that's your opinion.
You're not a fan of Fresh.
I like Fresh Kid Ice.
You do?
Goodness.
Yeah.
Come on, that performance was garbage.
Gary Fensick was better than Fresh Kid Ice.
Exactly. The whitest guy on the Bears was better than Fresh Kid Ice.
All right. Love it so much.
That's better than the commercial at the end of the electric slide.
Oh, there's another one coming.
This is a commercial for his shows.
Luke's shows.
He's capitalizing.
I think that in this song, obviously what they're saying in the verses is a reaction to the situation they're in and whatever, their belief in free speech and everything. But I think the stuff in between and the middle section where Luke gives a speech are why this song is great. So be patient if you're not enjoying it so far.
The chorus
is great.
I will
better than the original.
Yes,
I will agree with that. The original is one of Bruce Springsteen's worst songs to me. It's just there's no changes in it, which doesn't automatically mean a bad song. I'm fine with songs that are simple or whatever, but just that repeating keyboard lick and the fucking
too much.
It's terrible. It's no good. So
yeah,
this is. I will agree with you there. This is better than Springsteen's version.
He should have taken a cue from.
And I want to put out a public apology to my college friend Peg, who listens to the show, because I've just doubled down on stuff that's going to make her hate me forever, because she's the biggest Queen fan I know.
Yeah.
And I've gone on record as saying I would rather listen to Ice Ice Baby than Under Pressure.
I will agree
now
with you.
I've said that Band in the USA chorus is better than Born in the USA. She's probably done talking to me once this thing comes out.
So another similar scenario, where do you stand on Super Freak versus Can't Touch This?
Oh, Super Freak!
I'm a Can't Touch This guy.
Oh no,
and it's a mile the other way.
Oh, I know.
I can't help it.
No, I can't agree with you on that. That to me was an abomination. But yeah, I can have an opinion in the opposite direction, obviously.
Yeah, that's true. You're not just picking it based on rock and roll or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Verse 2.
Oh boy.
Our record is a year old, but with all the publicity, is a lot of people. Curiosity is aroused. We're selling records to a totally different audience. I take the precaution that nobody else has. I stick with my album. I made two versions.
The First Amendment gave us freedom of speech. So what you're saying, it didn't include me? I like to party and have a good time. There's nothing but pleasure written in our rhymes. I know you don't think we'll ever quit. We got some people on our side that won't take your lip. We're gonna do all the things we wanna do. You can't stand to see a brother get as rich as you.
Now, who is this rapping?
I think it's his brother Marquise, and he just died like last month.
Really?
Yeah, or this month, I think.
Really?
I remember seeing that recently. Let me see when he died.
Okay.
But yeah, he did just die.
So far, his delivery is reminding me of Lamar from Revenge of the Nerds, the Tri-Lambs.
A vast improvement.
Which is a vast improvement. That's actually a compliment coming from me.
He died heart attack June 3rd.
Oh my, this month.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ross, his real last name is Ross. Ross was an avowed born-again Christian, but felt no moral restrictions when he performed sexually explicit lyrics in Two Live Crew. So there you go.
How old was he when he kicked it?
57.
Jesus, that's how old I am.
Gotta get to the doctor. Get yourself checked out.
Yeah, I'm pretty good about that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that puts it in perspective, which of course means that these guys were the same age I was when they were putting out this material,
yeah.
Which was, 22, 23 years old at the time?
Yeah. If that, right?
No, that's about...
Yeah, 23.
Like 23.
You're right.
So, yeah, that's pretty amazing. Think about that. When you're 23 years old and all this shit is happening to you, it's like, how do you process it? It's
right.
just... It's like living in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
This is the 90s and we're coming on strong, saying things and doing things that you're saying's wrong. Wising up, because on election day, we'll see who's banned in the USA.
There you go. I like that sentiment.
All right.
I like that because it's absolutely true. Until there's legitimate proof that the elections are rigged, get your ass out and vote, and that includes your local elections. Don't let these fucking losers ascend up to where they're actually running for like the highest levels of Congress and also the presidency. Just go vote. It's literally you should think of it as your duty as an American, and all this, pandering that goes on to the vets, the people who gave their lives for this country. That's probably the number one reason why they did. So get off your ass and go vote.
There you go. See, this is the conversation that I was hoping for.
Well, I love that line. I'm glad they included it because I mean, I don't think I've ever heard this song all the way through, so I'm not familiar with it, but he nailed it right there. I'll ban you, I'll fire you, I'll vote your ass out of office. Get your ass to the fucking ballot box. Do it.
The other thing he said in there that I always appreciate, and probably more so the older I get, he said there's nothing but pleasure in our rhymes, which is true because, if you go back and think about controversial, we'll just stick to music that's controversial, that was threatened with being stickered or whatever. Two Live Crew has zero violence ever in their songs. All they're talking about, they're being silly and talking about sexual acts, which is something that everyone pretty much on the earth has done, and all of your parents and your grandparents. But I mean, everyone who's ever been born has been the result of what Two Live Crew is singing about.
Well, of course.
So, like, the fact that they're like they were targeted as being, oh, this is too much. But and I hate to be a what about guy because I don't like that style of arguing. But violence is okay. That's like an American thing.
Oh, yeah.
Violence is fine. You could shoot people to death in movies all day long and put it on regular TV. But someone goofing around talking about something sexually silly is too much.
No. It's
ridiculous.
It's rooted in puritanical idiocy, and it's just, extreme violence is as pornographic as graphic sex, if not more. So.
I think it's more harmful.
Well, I totally agree with you. And what do we talk about all the time? What are all these milquetoast fucking housewives in America fascinated with nowadays? True crime podcasts talking about the most lurid human behavior, serial killers and stuff. They can't get enough of it. It's like, and somehow the Two Live Crew is worse than that? Absolutely not. Wrong.
Yeah, they're not saying anything wrong. They're not saying anything that you haven't done or wanted to do.
Exactly. It's it's like a Porky's movie set to rap music. It's certainly better than being fascinated with a fucking serial killer.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
They like to party and have a good time.
Yeah,
what's your problem? Yeah, let's keep going.
The United States of America, by the people, by the people.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I was looking up the Bob Martinez.
Oh,
Governor Bob Martinez.
Mm-hmm. Bob fuck Martinez
of that fame. Yes, 1990 election. Martinez was unpopular within his own party by the time of the 1990 gubernatorial election, one of my favorite words, in which he suffered a landslide defeat against Democratic nominee.
Big mistake.
They probably had a hand in it.
This was national news.
Yeah.
It was a big deal.
As of 2024, so current day, as we're recording this, Martinez is the last governor of Florida to lose a re-election.
There you go.
Look at that.
So
the power of music, the power of the Two Live Crew, and that's exactly it. You raise up the propaganda or whatever. You rally people around and get your butt to the ballot box, and you can oust the people you don't like.
Yep. There you go. All right, this is when
and let's not confuse that with what people do nowadays when they spout off on social media and think that they're doing some sort of service to society. You're not changing anybody's mind with your horse shit. Stay out of my Facebook feed with it, or I'll fucking block you. Get your fucking ass to the... Shut your mouth and get your ass to the voting booth. That's it. Don't spew your nonsense on social media thinking that you're, rallying around your preferred candidate and you're going to change anybody's mind. You're not doing either of those things. You're a lazy asshole doing what's easy, which is spouting off on social media. Get off your fucking butt and go vote.
Mm-hmm.
End of rant.
All right, this next section, in my opinion, is when this song goes from good to great. So let's see if anyone else agrees with me.
The show in Hollywood, those were 21 and older people. They had the police out there carding the people coming in the club, and they still arrested us for performing in the front of adults.
All right, so that's just, clips again from the talk show.
I like when they bring in the fife.
Yeah, once Yankee Doodle
the
starts.
Yankee Doodle fife
It's so good.
playing is a nice touch. Brilliant production there.
Mm-hmm.
So he's... Well, so these guys are likening themselves in a way to the
forefathers.
I guess we'll say the founding fathers. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The colonists, the revolutionaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? I got no problem with that.
What do you mean by saying that, though, Nick? Why are they likening themselves?
Well,
by the music choice?
Yeah, by putting...
I thought you meant with what he said in that clip. Okay.
No, by putting...
No, but it's kind of spouting, similar to what the colonists spouting off about taxation or whatever other issues they had with the motherland. He's doing the same thing.
Yeah. All right, so this next section, this is where it gets great, so here we go.
It hasn't gotten great yet.
It's just gonna keep
heading
getting better.
in that direction.
Yeah, the first three words of this are
It's
incredible.
on the incline still.
First three words. Okay, here we go.
In the front of adults. What is this? Is this not America? This is not China. This is not Russia.
What is this?
He's right, though. He's astonished at what's going on.
Yeah, is this not
how could
America?
This be happening?
And it still holds up.
I love his enunciation. This is not China. This is not Russia.
Those still two hot button countries.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
There's
Still relevant.
Red Menace is still out there.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
This is not the place where they brought down the wall. This is America. We have the right to say what we want to say. We have the right to do what we want to do.
He essentially forgot that it was Germany. When they brought down that wall, wherever that was, this is not that.
Like, should we ask somebody the name of that country just to make sure? No.
It's kind of like the Animal House line. Don't stop him. He's rolling.
Yeah, we're going to press tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
no, he recovered nicely from that. Mm-hmm. He completely blanked that it was Germany. But the giant of entertainment he soldiered through it.
Yeah, sometimes you just, like you said, you're in the moment, you're feeling it.
Yeah, don't stop.
It's not the place.
Yeah, he's
they brought down
riffing.
the
Let
wall.
him go.
Yeah.
We have the right to do what we want to do, and what I do in my house, you might not do in your house. So what I do in my house is my business, and the simple fact of it all is that we are bonded by the First Amendment. We have the freedom of expression. We have the freedom of choice. And you, Chinese, black, green, purple, Jew, you have the right to listen to whoever you want to, and even the Two Live crew. Two Live.
How did he get a hold of my 23andMe?
So that's all your statistics there.
Yeah, he nailed it.
Yeah. Well, he's, in a way only Luke could do it. He's saying everyone here, regardless of who you are, has the freedom of choice and freedom of expression. Even Chinese, black, green, purple Jew.
Well, and you knew where it was headed, and it was like, he's going to find a way to work the word Jew into this discussion, because he can loop that around to Two Live Crew and end the verse there.
Yep, perfectly done.
Yeah, no issues with it.
Yep. So again, it's delivered in a silly way, but I feel like what's happening here, what he just said and what he's going to continue to say, this is more impactful and a better message than anything we're going to hear tonight from the debate or in the next several months.
Absolutely no question about it.
Political ads and back and forth. We're not going to hear anything this intelligent from anyone.
He understood in that diatribe. He displayed that he understands more about the Constitution than pretty much any elected official currently serving in Washington, D.C.
Exactly correct. Let's keep going.
Two Live Crew. So all you right-wingers, left-wingers, bigots, communists, there is a place for you in this world, because this is the land of the free, the home of the brave. And
communists don't really care about any of this shit. I love the fact that he threw that in. It really has nothing to do with what's going on. Everybody else, belongs in the crosshairs. Communists, they don't really give a shit about this.
But I think too, I don't know, I can't really speak for all people at this point in time, in 1990, but Americans, I would say, if you're talking about heavy censorship, you invoke communism.
That's true.
Yeah, I guess I can see that. But, yeah, I guess he's accusing the people behind this of being communists. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, but just at first listen, it seemed like kind of an odd shoehorning in of that, but it makes sense now. Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah.
Wingers, left-wingers, bigots, communists, there is a place for you in this world, because this is the land of the free, the home of the brave, and Two Live is what we are.
That's how any person running for office should end their speech. He's saying more right there in that there's silliness to it a little bit, because it's not especially like eloquent, it's not a political speech, but he's basically saying, whether you agree with me or not, there's a place for you here. So express yourself the way you want to. I'm going to express myself the way I want to, and whatever, No, and we'll live here together.
I think that you're right. I think that is definitely an issue these days.
It's crazy.
Of agree with me or get out.
Oh, it's just getting worse.
And I did want to say, I'm trying to look up the year when Jose Feliciano did his rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. All kinds of controversy. I doubt anybody batted an eye at the ending of that diatribe there, with it playing in the background on one single keyboard, one finger at a time.
Hey, it came out nicely. What was the issue with Jose Feliciano?
Just he took liberties with the arrangement. Now everybody does it with all the, you got the American Idol-esque riffing of the vocal line and stuff. Nobody has a problem with it anymore, but yeah, I think that happened at Tiger Stadium in Detroit.
Oh, yeah?
I want to say the 1970 All-Star game. It might have been.
Oh, it's that long ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's Jose Feliciano.
And
makes sense.
That guy's good.
You like Jose Feliciano?
Feliciano.
Yeah.
Oh, are you kidding? Absolutely.
That guy. There's smoke coming out of that guy's fingers when that guy's playing.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that much.
One of the great artists of all time.
We're
gonna have to do a Jose.
Guy can play.
Jose episode.
68.
That's
what
okay. Then at the
68 World Series in Detroit, Game 5.
World Series game. All right.
That pissed people off, huh?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Was he singing too, or was he just playing the guitar? Okay, he was doing both.
Did like a full-blown folky kind of rendition.
Yeah, but it was like the first time. Well, it didn't help that he was a minority, but it was
probably
also
had something to do with it.
Well, of course it did, but it was the first time anybody really took liberty with the arrangement. And again, this is something that's commonplace now. It's like you think back in the day, people getting worked up about it. It's kind of hard to believe, but it did happen.
Yeah. All right, let's roll it out here. We're almost at the end.
Really?
There it is.
Gotta love the you gotta love the 80s hip hop tropes.
Yeah.
What was it at the end? I'm sorry.
That was just starting the song over.
No, it wasn't Reagan.
It was him again from the beginning, starting it over because I had it on a loop.
Yeah.
I just listened to it over and over in my personal time. On a loop most days.
I just I can think of 2 songs that feature either Reagan or a Reagan impersonator.
Mm-hmm.
This song,
yeah,
and "Gods of War" by Def Leppard.
Oh, really? What do they have?
He counted on America to be passive.
Oh, okay.
He counted wrong. I'm sure there are more, but and it's like there's we're talking about how these days there's so much political social discord.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't think it's anything new.
It's not. I mean,
because you had the second election ever was heavily contested, and they had to figure it out.
Yeah,
you had that in 1800.
Right.
The active Secretary of the Treasury was killed by the active Vice President.
That's true.
When, if I'm not mistaken, it was I don't know what year, but John Quincy Adams running against Andrew Jackson. Jackson's wife dropped dead of a heart attack, and they blamed it on all the mudslinging that was going on and trying to expose all the dirt that everybody had.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's always bad.
Well, sure, but nowadays you got the 24-hour news channels, you got social media. It's just a frenzy of nonstop getting people worked up about it. And it's just getting worse and worse. But yeah, it's always occurred, no question about it.
So it really, there's nothing new.
But more in the theme of what we were talking about in our pre-show conversation, being an old person and complaining about stuff. It seems that a lack of decency is accepted publicly now. In conversation about politics between people who have no issue with each other. It's gone from whatever, if the candidates were doing all that stuff, there's not someone who has like a bumper sticker on their car that says some like profanity about someone who might disagree with them or whatever, you know what I mean? And that's just, that's normal now. Like, oh, fuck Biden. Okay, that's cool. We just have the word fuck all over the back of this pickup truck. That's nice for, people to read.
Well, there are imbalanced individuals,
and I know I'm going
on who will take for every cause.
I know I'm going against everything that the song just said by stating that, but in a way, I'm just it
doesn't mean that Two Live Crew is classy,
right?
It's more talking about legality of what they're saying,
and it's also people should have higher standards for the way they express themselves, but they don't.
And also, it seems
quick to sink into the sewer.
This song is a case of, I'm going to call it the Two Live Crew, the children, but in a case where the children become the adults in the conversation when they're they're attempted to be reprimanded, basically. This is how it works. And they're smarter than Martinez.
Right. We
found that out. So, I don't know. Yeah. Fuck Martinez.
Who's still around.
Yeah. But whatever. It's time to vote. I'm going to give my vote first because I chose this song, which was on the listener submission list many times.
Really?
No, it wasn't at all. Nothing by the Two Live Crew. What's wrong with you people? Giving it a Sweet Surrender.
It's Sweet Surrender. Hell yes.
Great song. Love it. I think it's one of those cases, like I said, where this happens throughout our lifetimes every once in a while, where an artist is under fire and they become the more mature one, and
like Dee Snider, kind of.
Yeah, exactly, same thing.
Yeah.
John Denver wasn't under fire, but he stuck up for people who were in the similar way. Where
Oh yeah, and another one who everybody just thought he was this hayseed, and he stepped up. And then again, it's not that difficult to outwit the elected officials on Capitol Hill. They're fucking morons across the board.
Apparently, I don't. That's
they
proven.
were then, and they are
so
now.
it's proven
they're on a 30-year streak at
time
least.
and time again. Proven true.
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous, and it just gets worse every year because the people who could really make an impact for the better, they're not interested in that
Not
job
at all.
because they, first of all, they're not megalomaniacs to the fact where they crave the power.
Yeah.
And second of all, they don't want to deal with their colleagues or the scrutiny that comes with it. So we're stuck with these power hungry dickheads who are have the mental capacity of which that they're outsmarted by the likes of Luke Skywalker of the Two Live Crew.
Hey, it happens.
It happened.
It
It's all
happened.
right. We witnessed it happen. We just listened to it happen.
Yep.
Like I said, in that one diatribe in the middle, he displayed a more of an understanding of the Constitution than any elected official I could think of back in that time.
Yeah.
Well, and while we're on that, we talked about Martinez losing his election.
Yeah.
After this, Sheriff Nick Navarro, who was behind the arrests, the obscenity arrests, apparently. Publicity generated by the case brought brisk sales of As Nasty as They Want to Be and contributed to Navarro's defeat in the next election.
There you go.
So another person involved lost the election. Frankly, I'm surprised.
Really?
I know this was I mean, I was young, but I remember there was a lot of talk going on about this.
Yeah.
It was a big issue.
Mm-hmm.
Big topic for a little while there. Frankly, though, I'm surprised that there was as much negative publicity to do that to two elected officials, to have them elected or not elected actually the next time. Next time around. It's just surprising.
Well,
I guess I'm just it's kind of how would you say? It's encouraging in a sense that, you know, there are a lot of times where I think people they wonder if their vote really counts, because I know, you know, Chris has been saying, yeah, go out and vote. I think it's easy to get disillusioned and just kind of get fed up with everything. But then you hear a story like that, and whether you agree with, you know, whatever side prevails.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see that there are cases where somebody being unpopular for one reason or another can be voted out.
Yeah.
Well, and the problem is nobody votes in their local elections. So by the time they're showing up for the elections that matter, it's too late. These creeps have already risen to a level where it's harder to inflict your will on them at the voting booth. But you got to vote in every election.
Yep.
This has to happen.
All right, who wants to vote next?
I'll vote.
Nick?
I'll give it a Sweet Surrender.
It's Sweet Surrender. Hell yes.
First verse was rough to get through, but for nostalgia's sake, I do remember really enjoying the way the chorus came out on this recording. I didn't realize it was Luke all these years. I had no idea.
You didn't think the leader of Two Live Crew was singing the chorus?
No.
You thought he was on the verse?
I just figured he was rapping on a verse, yeah.
Yeah, he's always...
Not used to... I mean, how often does that happen? Where you've got, you know, a hip-hop rap group, and it's not like Bone Thugs and Harmony, and the guys are actually singing.
Well, yeah.
It may not happen that often.
And even if you're a fan of the Two Live Crew, it doesn't happen that often. It happens, but it's not usually singing. It's like a lot of shouting and like a call and response with the crowd thing. Basically, hyping up people at a party is essentially what their music was.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're essentially Doug Clark and his Hot Nuts in the 1980s version.
Okay, I trust you. I don't know. This is party music.
Get the Panty Raid album.
Oh, I think maybe you sent me a picture of that. Do you have it, or you just listened to it on YouTube or something?
I bought it for somebody.
Okay, I think you sent me a picture of it. But it's like basically it's like a party album of the time.
Yeah, it's like a band that you would have playing at an Animal House party.
Yeah. Okay. Chris,
Sweet Surrender for me.
It's Sweet Surrender. Hell yes.
I enjoyed it, and like we've talked about, they expressed actually lucid, cognizant views of the Constitution and the situation in America at the time, which you didn't get from any politicians. So, hats off to them. Never thought you would get that from them, but they brought it.
they did. All right. Well,
All right, Hammond. I got a question for you.
Paul Stanley wants to know if Banned in the USA is a rock and roll boner classic.
Well, they were working on Paralyzed probably at this point.
Yeah.
They said, we need something like this, some kind of hip-hop groove.
It's the best we can do. Does this work?
You never know.
Could be.
You know, that is... I know Andy pointed that out earlier, but it is interesting that the sentiment that seems to be largely disregarded now about how he was saying you bigots and communists.
Yeah.
He's not saying get out.
No,
he's saying there's a place for you.
Yeah.
Which I
don't hear that a lot.
Not so much. No. Not so much. I saw a couple of clips of Bill Maher saying a similar thing.
You just ruined it.
No, but I'm just saying that he's one person that I've heard say where they essentially you hate someone's opinion, but you're not running them out of town on a rail.
Yeah.
You don't believe that's the right way to go about it.
Sure.
Which is not as far as media and social media, if that's to be believed. That's
Right.
not
So on the right,
opinion.
the attitude is America, love it or leave it. And then on the left, the people who all have these coexist bumper stickers on their cars, but are they really gonna coexist with the Toby Keith loving patriot who lives next door to them? No.
Right.
They're not interested in that. They're not interested in having any kind of discourse with that person. So it's hypocrisy on both sides.
Yeah. That's why I have a me so horny bumper sticker on my car.
Something everybody can agree with.
And the O is in the shape of a Star of David, like the coexist.
All the letters are
on there.
The Hindu crescent moon or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I probably completely
I think that might be Islam, but yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, we get it.
All the symbols making out be so horny instead of
If we can figure out how to do that.
That might have to happen. That's a piece of merch we have to create. The Star of David is the O in horny. That's absolutely happening.
That would be
we'll
perfect.
Come up with the rest of it.
Well. Okay. Are your votes in?
Oh, mine's in.
Nick?
Not yet.
No. My vote's in.
Not quite yet.
Yeah, I was kind of serious, though, when I said the thing about going back. You know, what would be a concert you'd love to see from some point in history? It's not that Two Live Crew music, it's my favorite music of all time, and I would love to see that because of that only. But as far as the spectacle and what was going on, and just, I think you mentioned this before, Chris, about like an evangelist or someone that you would like to go to something like that just to experience something that would be foreign to you. That would be such a foreign thing for me, but I think it would be really exciting to be at.
Yeah, those concerts, I always refer back to when Body Count was playing at the Vic, and I was working at the Guitar Center right around the corner.
Yeah.
That was legit tension in the air. The cops fucking barricaded the front of the Vic Theater, wouldn't let people in.
That's crazy.
Insanity.
Yeah.
And just to be, in that environment where, there was that tension in the air and, drawn to maybe the potential danger of it. But, volatile, certainly it's again, 30 years ago, we all of us would have been more amenable to it. I'll say it, my catchphrase, it's a young man's game. But, you know, to put yourself in those situations is exciting, you know?
Sure.
But it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have never happened.
Yeah.
I mean, it was when the cops showed up in riot gear outside of the Vic and tried to prevent the body count show from even happening. That's pure insanity.
Yeah.
And I was right around the corner from that,
It's
working.
nuts. Yeah, it's crazy.
Ernie C. came in that day,
Just
buying
looking
strings.
Buying strings.
Yeah.
The concert happened?
I don't remember.
No,
I think it. I want to say it did, but the cops were literally lining up, intimidating people not to go in the venue.
Wow.
Strings and Michelangelo Badio instructional video.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Give me one, real quietly. Give me one of those.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
In a brown bag.
Brush up on my technique on the bus, you know, to Badio.
Yeah, but even like so, yeah, the concerts with like the police interfering, but also before that, just like the fun-loving party before it became a big deal. I would like to see that too.
Sure, yeah.
Because again,
it's pure decadence,
yeah,
and hedonism on display.
Yeah,
be interesting to go to a show and see the band get arrested on stage.
Yeah,
no matter who
like
it is.
like what if you've seen Straight Outta Compton when they got arrested on stage at Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, NWA.
Was it obscenity or was there some sort of other?
It was
charge?
it was the fuck the police. The cops were like, we're not allowing this to go on because we don't like the fact that you're talking, you know, provoking people against the police. And they shut it down.
That's, I mean, I guess that's why it became a big thing because it's. You can make arguments on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You can use the old screaming fire in a crowded theater argument on one side.
There's that, sure. But,
yeah,
you know,
I mean, well, and it's, you know,
well,
that's why it was such a big deal, I guess. It's not clear cut on either side.
I hate to say this, but I feel obligated to say it. 4 years ago, you had a guy who legitimately and did so on TV. Instigated what happened on January 6th at the Capitol. He's currently running for president on a major party ticket. So that's a fact. So
Eazy-E paved the way for that.
Yeah, you could say that
in a way. Also, I was going to say that's a pretty common thing with Black Flag and a lot of those Los Angeles punk bands where, like, in the middle of a show, cops would come in with riot gear and start clubbing kids and stuff and arresting people on the stage. And it was just because it was, you know, it was undesirable. Like, it was, you know, this was not the society we want.
It's like when the cops would fucking hassle the kids at my cafe.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't have more serious business to deal with on the Calumet City side of this town?
Right.
You're fucking around with a bunch of punk rock kids because they're congregating in the sidewalk?
Yeah.
And some old bastard couldn't walk past them on the sidewalk, so he called the cops immediately, and you rush right over? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Nick, vote in?
Yeah.
What's the order? Me, Andy, Nick, Chris. What do you want? Yeah, same.
Sure.
Andy, Chris,
I think Nick should go last since
Nick.
it took him longer to vote.
I'll go first. Chris will go second. Okay.
Correct.
All right. Rock.
Roll.
I'll give it to it.
Give it what?
Bone.
It's a rockin' ball, yeah.
Are you kidding me? Who do you think you are? I am. Get it right.
For my 10-year-old self.
Your 10-year-old self is high-fiving you.
I'm internally being high-fived.
Great
Nothing
job.
wrong with that.
From the past.
Yeah. Excellent work, guys. I think we're all in agreement here. That slam dunk.
Yeah, that was a good choice.
Good, I'm glad.
Appreciated that.
Yeah, I thought that this conversation might be more interesting than some of the other, some of the other song ideas I had. I feel like I could have predicted the conversation, and it wouldn't have been as fun or as interesting.
You're probably right.
So, If you disagree with us, I don't believe it. I don't think anybody does. How could you? But if you do, we're sorry.
That's just the fucking way it is.
All right, guys, it's time.
Yeah. Now we're on to some real fun.
It's business time. Let's take a quick commercial break, and we're going to make it happen. Okay, we're back.
All right.
It's that time of year.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out the prize.
Oh, okay.
As I alluded to. I think I mentioned it.
You mentioned prize, but you didn't say what it is.
Did I mention it on the show or in the pre-show?
No, you mentioned it on the show at the very beginning.
Well, I've sweetened the pot. I feel so good about the game I've put together. I've sweetened the pot here. Out comes the prize to the winner, Jones versus Jones, of the this year's Fireworks Kit game. Let me bend over here.
Uh-oh, look out.
It's down here.
Ease the seat back.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. Benton's
A full
peanut butter
pack
creams.
of Benton's peanut butter cream filled cookies. Great for dipping to the winner.
Nick and I.
Well, Andy is going to love those.
I was going to say, Nick and I are going to get as nasty as the officials going up for the election.
What, you're not a fan? Nick?
No, I'm saying I'm going to lose, but...
Why do you think you're going to lose?
I always lose at this game. It's just one of those things.
You got to have more confidence in yourself.
Nick, I believe in you.
I don't.
I think you can do it.
Okay, Andy, do me a favor. That bottom drawer by your feet there, reach in there and give me a pen. I'm going to keep track of this old school style.
Okay.
Kind of what Jackie was talking about in the pre-show thing. I'm going to get my notebook out.
Okay.
I printed out my game.
Oh, really? Handy. Wow. Yeah. Look at you. This is preparation.
Got my old clipboard from the Playboy days out. I'm ready.
Wow.
Are you guys ready?
I think so.
This year's game is Sabaton Song or Fireworks Kit.
Wow. Okay. I'm a little bit familiar. I'm more familiar with the face paint of Sabaton, right?
Nick, any familiarity there?
Musically, 0.
That's going to make for a good game.
Yeah. So just to throw this out there real quick, some of you may be aware of this, others not. Sabaton is a Swedish power metal band from Falun. Sabaton has been referred to as one of the big 4 power metal bands, along with Jericho's beloved Halloween, Blind Guardian, who I can't remember ever hearing of, and Dragon Force.
Oh, is this some more? I might be thinking of someone else. This might be a more recent.
You're thinking Opeth, right?
Okay, I might be thinking of that. Okay, I'm thinking of like the classic white and black. Corpse.
No,
that's not. Okay, never mind.
That's more like death metal, Viking metal.
Okay.
Power metal is,
Once you said Dragon Force, that's what
the subject matter of, goblins and wizards and warfare and all that stuff, which naturally I was like, okay, it's got to work for this game.
Yeah.
Turned out it worked wonderfully. So, and then I went on fireworks retailers and I tried to avoid Phantom. You're a Phantom fireworks guy, right? Is that where you shop?
I've only been there once or twice. So.
What's your regular place?
I don't have a regular place.
Of course you do. You're a fireworks enthusiast. Everyone knows that.
No.
Tell us more. Crazy Kaplan's?
Right. Never been inside of a Crazy Kaplan's, I don't think.
I thought you bought fireworks every year for some reason.
The last few years we've gotten some things.
Okay.
Yeah, I was under the impression that he was more of a fireworks enthusiast than he's letting on.
I think this is gamesmanship from Nick.
He's probably
No,
so what I tried to do to keep him from gaming the system is I went to some more obscure fireworks retailers online and tried to go to the new for 2024 categories.
Yeah.
So I feel good about it. So
okay, well, let's fire it up. I'm ready.
Now it's 10 rounds, right?
That sounds right.
A defending champ goes first.
Okay,
and then whoever wins each round goes first in the next round. Isn't that how we did it? So you couldn't just lay back and let the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And if it's a push, whoever went first last round will go this round.
Okay.
Does that sound right to you, Nick?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think we want the person who got it right the previous thing to be first, so you can't just lay back and wait for the other person's to play that game.
And pick the same thing.
Correct.
Because then, if you're winning 1-0,
right.
the game's over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So.
All right, well, here we go. Fire it up.
Then I realized I didn't know shit.
All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Nick, are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Round 1. Sabaton song or fireworks kit? Angels Calling. Angels Calling.
Angels Calling.
Wait, it's me first, right?
Andy, you're away. You're the defending champion.
I'm going to say this is a Sabaton song.
Okay. Nick?
My gut reaction was the same. I'm going to say a Sabaton song.
You are both correct. Sabaton song off the album Atero Dominatus.
Okay.
You couldn't tell me shit.
Okay, 1-1. We're tied. So Andy?
Yep.
You're away on this one.
Yep.
Round 2. Sabaton song or fireworks kit? Battle flags. Battle flags.
Battle flags. Fireworks kit.
Okay.
This is my honest gut reaction to it. I would say fireworks kit as well.
Okay, once again, you are both correct. Fireworks kit, a 49-shot box.
You couldn't tell me shit.
Okay, hopefully this will get harder. We'll keep them forging
it's been
ahead.
pure luck. So
Yeah.
It's not like, I know that one.
Okay. All right, round 3. Sabaton song or fireworks kit? Wolfpack. One word, Wolfpack.
Fireworks kit.
Andy says fireworks kit. Nick says...
I'm not trying to copy Andy, but I'm pretty sure I've seen Wolfpack. I can picture the black background and the wolf's face on the fireworks kits.
Okay, that may be true, but in my research, it's a Sabaton song.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
From Primo Victoria.
So these are all Latin album titles, too, huh?
So far. Yeah. Well, the first one, Atero Dominatus, sounds more like Italian.
Italian, maybe? Okay. Well.
Then I realized I didn't know shit.
Yeah, there you go. So, tied at 2 after 3 rounds. Round 4. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Sabaton song or fireworks kit? Blood Dragon.
Ooh. It's a tough one.
Blood Dragon.
It's still me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say Sabaton song.
Okay. Nick's been going with his gut so far.
And every time I agree with Andy, is that making for an uninteresting game? Because I agree that this is probably a Sabaton
I
song.
think if we get closer to the end and you want to see if you can maneuver into the title, that's...
honestly, if we did it like the match game, I would have been matching Andy every time so far. Because right when you say it, I'm making up my mind before he says it. And I don't see that being a fireworks kit.
So both say Sabaton song, yes?
Yep.
Blood Dragon is a fireworks kit. It's a pack of Roman candles.
I wouldn't think the word blood would be in a fireworks kit.
It's in there.
Then I realized I didn't know shit.
It's getting very difficult.
Well, we're at round 5, 2-2. We're at the halfway point. Like I said, as we get closer to 10 is where you might want to do some maneuvering and consciously vote against the other guy just to make a move. But up to this point, played properly, I think. Tied at 2 after 4 rounds. So here we are, round 5. Sabaton song or fireworks kit? Thunderstorm. One word. Thunderstorm.
Well, I've got my mind made up.
Fireworks Kit.
See, that's what I've got also, but then now that last round.
Do what you have to do, Nick.
Thunderstorm. Sabaton song. I'm gonna.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know.
Okay. You said
Fireworks
Kit.
This is the first time we've disagreed. Right?
I'm going Sabaton song.
Thunderstorm is in fact a Sabaton song.
Well, for Nick.
You couldn't tell me shit.
Might be the first time I've ever had the lead in all the years.
It is from the album Metalizer. Okay, we're now in the second half. Nick is up 3-2. Round 6, Nick is away, as they say in golf.
Right.
Counter-Strike. One word, Counter-Strike.
That right away sounds like a Fireworks Kit.
Fireworks Kit.
Counter-Strike is, in fact, a Sabaton song.
Then I realized I didn't know shit.
What album is that from?
The album Primo Victoria.
I'm going to have to get that one.
Yeah.
So that was round 6?
Yes.
Okay.
Nick is up 3-2.
Man.
Nick is still away. Round 7. The Red Baron. The Red Baron.
See, right away a visual pops in my head of a Firework Kit, but I'm gonna say Sabaton song.
It's hard. Fireworks Kit.
So you say Sabaton, you say Fireworks.
Yep.
The Red Baron is, in fact, a Sabaton song. They're from the album The Great War. This puts Nick up by 2.
Like a concept album to me.
Then I realized I didn't know shit.
I believe it is an entire album about World War I.
The first track called Archduke Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary.
I don't know. It could be. I think I remember seeing something like that in my research. So. Okay.
So what is it? 5-3?
It's 4-2.
Oh, 4-2.
Nick, we're into round 8. Are you guys ready?
Yeah. Yes. So I go first, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Super Tank. 2 words.
Ooh, man.
Super Tank.
Oh, man. Sabaton song.
This might be time when you need to consider maneuvering. Down by 2 with 2 more rounds after this.
I have to. Fireworks Kit.
You say Sabaton, you say Fireworks Kit.
Yeah.
Super Tank is, in fact, a Fireworks Kit.
Oh.
It's a fountain display.
It almost seemed too obvious.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right.
It's a
You couldn't tell me shit.
From my perspective there.
It's a fountain display. So, Andy's away, but he's down by 1. 4-3 into round 9. Are we ready?
Yep.
Sabaton song or Fireworks Kit? The final solution.
Oh, goodness.
Really?
The final solution.
Sabaton song.
It's either a serious Sabaton song or a very carelessly named Fireworks Kit. Which is possible. That's not out of the realm of possibility.
We do know that there are grand finale boxes available from fireworks retailers.
See, that would be if there was a World War II album, which there may or may not be.
Who knows? I can't to confirm or deny that.
I'm gonna go with an insensitively named Fireworks Kit.
Risky move by Nick because he's up by 1 with 2 rounds to go. He could have just done what Andy did and maintained his lead, maybe, or he could extend his lead.
Yeah,
I'm going
Risky
what I think
move.
the answer is either way.
Sabaton song for Andy.
Yep.
Fireworks kit for Nick. The final solution is a Sabaton song from the album Coat of Arms.
Well, Nick.
And I realized I didn't know shit.
Well, then.
Now, this puts us in an interesting position here. We're in round 10, tied up.
Yeah. This might be a first. I'm not sure. This is a first.
I think we got to this point. Yeah, we went to extras here. And I've got plenty of extras, so we're good.
Okay.
But this is again where gamesmanship comes in. Is like, how strongly does Andy's gonna go first? How strongly does Nick feel about his thought that he's either gonna win it or he's gonna prolong the game to a point where he can win it? Very interesting stuff here. Round 10. This is exactly what we want, though. Tied at 4. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Sabaton song or fireworks kit? Suicide Kings.
Jeez. Me first, huh?
Do you mentally try to think of the artwork on the fireworks kit if it's because that's what happens.
Like either if I feel like I've seen it or what I think it might look like.
Or if you did, what would it look like? Yellow lettering and green, like a camo kind of background is what
that's
popped
what you're
into
seeing
this
here.
one. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Sabaton song.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Sabaton song also.
Ooh.
That was my first. Yeah, my first
Okay, you
reaction.
both say Sabaton song. Suicide Kings is in fact a fireworks
Are
kit.
you kidding?
And I realized I didn't know shit.
It's a box of canister shells. So we're into extras.
Oh goodness.
Which, either way, whichever way it went, we were going to extras because you both voted for the same thing. So
Yeah.
Andy's still away. He'll be away for the rest of the game, I would say.
Yeah.
So it's all about how Nick feels about his conviction versus what Andy says. So here we go.
Nick
Round
can
11.
extend this game for hours if he chooses to.
He could, but we will run out of options at some point. But here we go. Round 11, Sabaton song or fireworks kit. Devil Dogs. 2 words.
It's a hot dog restaurant.
Devil Dogs.
That's a dessert with
that too.
Chocolate cake with like a
cream
filling with chocolate, another chocolate coating on it.
I went to the bakery section of the grocery store recently, and I saw a vanilla version of that. It was called Angel Wings. I've never seen that before.
Where did you see this?
Strax. Nick's gonna
It
go
was
right
the
now.
vanilla version of what?
Of a devil dog.
Never in all my days. I would get that. I might go get it. What time is it?
You're gonna have to bother the person washing the dishes in the back.
Oh, it wasn't a prepackaged thing?
No, it was in the bakery.
No,
Like, you have to-
they will leave you standing
Yeah,
there
they
all
will.
night if you need something. So no.
Yeah, they don't care.
No, you could stand there all night.
Oh, we're gonna run out. Hold on, I gotta do a awkward click here. There we go. Okay. Buy us some more time. Devil Dogs. Sabaton song.
Nikki?
Fireworks kit.
Oh, this is it. This is the end of the game. Who's gonna take home the peanut butter
cream?
Peanut butter cream.
It's fancy because it's spelled CREME.
It's a creme.
The peanut butter cremes.
Some Benton's peanut butter cremes are going home with somebody.
Yep, this is ending now. Andy said Sabaton song. Nick said fireworks kit. Devil Dogs is in fact a Sabaton song.
Well.
Andy wins again.
You couldn't tell me shit.
From the album The Great War, also from a World War I theme. Probably a squadron of Allied fighters, who knows?
Yeah.
But, enjoy your cookies.
Thank you so much.
Yes, hand those over.
I'm the proud owner.
To the winner go the spoils. There you go.
Well, these are not going to make it until the 4th of July. I promise you that. They'll be gone.
Well, 2-time champion. That means a rematch of me and Andy next year.
I'll get started on it immediately.
Nick's going to make it real hard for me. Oh, I just want to say thank you to everyone.
Mean Red songs or fireworks kits.
Mean Red's demos that Chris sent you privately or fireworks kit.
Yeah, I had some really good ones on here. Let me ask you one more, just for the shits and giggles, see what you think. Ethereal.
Oh, jeez.
Ethereal.
Fireworks kit.
Yeah. A Comet Barrage.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know any of their songs.
Me either. It's not my genre, but I figured just knowing the typical subject matter that it would yield some good results, and I feel like I was right.
You were correct. That was an excellent game.
That was very good.
I felt like as we were going, I was anything that was war related, I was saying Sabaton. But also, that's the game, because a lot of fireworks are named after some war-related things.
Well, it's all tied in with the Revolutionary War, so it works out great.
Yeah, but I was like,
there was one that was particularly confusing.
The top of the list.
Suicide Kings.
Suicide Kings was the biggest surprise.
And that was a fireworks kit?
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense, really, but maybe it does. I don't know whatever.
It's there.
It's there. I don't know what that means. That must be isn't that the name of a movie, too?
Well, the Suicide King is a deck of cards, the king with the knife pointed at its own head.
I didn't know that.
So, yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
You didn't know that?
No.
Either? Yeah, that's what they call the Suicide King, is the whatever suit it is, the one with the knife pointed at his own head.
I don't think I ever noticed.
You did not know that.
Never.
Interesting.
I've heard the name Suicide Kings before.
Right.
But I didn't know that's why. Still learning.
There you go.
For all these years.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so
that was
much.
a good win on your
Great
part.
game. I'd like to thank my friends
Well, you know
listening
what, though?
live on the Patreon chat. Yes?
You know what I'm looking forward to?
What?
I don't get to play next year.
Yeah.
I get to play 2026.
Okay.
250th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Of the Declaration.
That's a big one.
Wow.
I get to play that year.
That's a big one.
I'm already seated in that year, so
that's as big a year as we're gonna see, probably. So
we might have to expand. We might have to bring in extra contestants for that. Maybe celebrities. Maybe Jericho can be trampled into the ground again, like he was with the Yngwie game. Although he's a power metal guy, so we'd have to figure something else out. But next year is it's up to Nick, so you got a whole year to prepare. One of the fan favorites. Hope they enjoyed this installment.
Well, thank you, Chris, for putting that together. It was a hell of a game. Thank you, Nick, for competing with me up to the very end. It was pure luck. I had no idea on any of them.
It was a tough one.
Thank you for listening. Thank you, Luther Campbell, American Treasure. Everyone celebrate Luther Campbell and the Two Live Crew this weekend. Be careful with the fireworks. Enjoy yourself. USA, USA, whatever that means to you. I hope you have fun with it.
Especially if you live somewhere else.
Hey, people do that. They have USA parties. So hey, if that's what, yeah,
I love it.
It's like almost like mocking. But hey, like a caricature of America. But if that's fun for you and you have a good time, God bless. Have fun. We'll be back.
Did I just hear something explode outside?
I think you did. Hopefully it was not your vehicle.
Hopefully not.
Back it up, Terry. All right, we'll be back next week. Bye-bye.
Can I play with titties? The pervert stared at his hairy balls. Can I play with titties? From this creep, she'll take it all. Can I play with titties? She saw my prick and she laughed at me. Ha! Can I play with titties? She said these tits you'll never see.